Swiss drug maker Roche Holdings' third quarter sales top forecast, rising 15% to 11.3 billion Swiss francs. But can this continue? CEO Severin Schwan joins me now on the line from Switzerland. Severin, thanks for joining us. Now, how is 2013 shaping up, given that the recession in many parts of Europe is deepening, not easing?
Well, let me start off by saying that I'm very pleased with the results for the first 9 months. Overall sales growth of 4% in local currencies, both in the pharmaceuticals and in the diagnostics division. As you say, there are different dynamics across different geographies. We see a stable development in the US. We see a slightly declining business in Europe, and we see strong double-digit growth in the increasingly important emerging markets. And I would expect this trend to continue as we go into 2013.
When you talk about emerging markets, are you referring specifically to China? Because there's still a lot of uncertainty about the direction and the pace of slowing in the Chinese economy.
If I speak about emerging markets, really it is across Asia and Latin America. We see double-digit growth in both regions, in both divisions. But you're absolutely correct. China is one of the drivers in this development. We see a growth of over 30%, both in pharma and in diagnostics. And I foresee a strong development as we go forward. So
growth of over 30%, is that for 2013?
I wouldn't give you a specific guidance for 2013, but I'm confident that we can keep the positive momentum. There's still an enormous demand for our solutions, both in pharmaceuticals and in diagnostics in China.
But of course, as you well know, many of your top-selling cancer drugs and treatments are extremely expensive. How risky is this, given that they're so expensive, and what plans do you have to make them more affordable?
Well, what we actually see is that we are less exposed to price pressure than many of our peers. If you explicitly look into the European market, where the price pressure is the biggest, what we see is an overall price pressure of 5% across the industry, and we have experienced the price pressure of 2% over the first 9 months, and it clearly reflects the innovation of our medicines and the clinical benefit of those medicines for patients. So access and pricing in general is less of an issue for us.
Okay, I just want to ask you about strategy. Now, I know you won't comment specifically on the speculation that you may be back in for the Illumina deal, but is this the kind of deal, is this the kind of expansion plan that you need to pursue in order to keep shareholders happy?
Indeed, I wouldn't comment on market rumors, but as we have said in the past, sequencing clearly is one of the business areas we continue to invest into. And we are looking at a wide variety of options to build this business, both internally and externally. But beyond that, I would not comment on any specifics.
So the Illumina deal may or may not be one of those options?
Again, we continue to invest into the sequencing business. As you know, we have an existing internal platform with 454, and we have actually already today a number of existing collaborations, but I wouldn't comment on market rumors.
Okay, Mr. Schwan, thank you very much. That's it for now. My thanks to Roche CEO Severin Schwan on the line there from Switzerland. I'm Jamie McGeever. This is Reuters.